Good evening and welcome to Agenda on the Road 2014 finale. As you know, Agenda 2014 has been following the election news all over. We started with Chhattisgarh, where we were in Raipur, Bilaspur, and of course, Rajnandgaon, the Chief Minister's constituency. And now, after that, we went to Madhya Pradesh, with the other interesting fight. We were there in Vidisha, in Gwalior and Guna. We were in Rajasthan last week, and now, for some people, what some people call is the most interesting fight, we are in Delhi. Elections which goes to polls on Wednesday. With me, all the big fighters, and as you can see, we have three party spokespersons. From AAP we have Prashant Bhushan, from the Congress we have Abhishek Dutt, from BJP we have Harish Khurana. And what's interesting is, of course, that in Delhi things are really exciting because of the entrance of Kejriwal, Arvind Kejriwal and the AAP party. How is it going to change things? Now, why we chose Connaught Place to have this entire show is because this used to be the crown of Delhi. This used to be the place which used to define Delhi, and yet this is what's been made an issue because BJP and other parties say that Congress, while it's been power, has really led to the ruin of it. We'll be talking about that in just a bit. Elections here in Delhi. And we were telling you about the big change maker, the one which is many are saying is completely going to change elections. The biggest factor is, of course, AAP and Arvind Kejriwal. My colleague Siddharth Pandey spoke with him about whether he'll play kingmaker or not. Remember, the big two, Congress and BJP, are fighting it out. In Congress, Sheila Dixit has been in power here for 15 years. Here's what Arvind Kejriwal told my colleague.
You've actually been accused of being Team B by both the parties. You seem to be Team B everywhere.
So they are all ruffled actually. They have nothing else to say. They couldn't find anything. They raided us. They put all their agencies against us. Home Ministry raided Manish Sisodia. They've done everything. They couldn't find anything against us. The only thing they can say is that the BJP is saying we are Team B of Congress. Congress is saying we are Team B of BJP.
What happens if you essentially become the kingmaker?
This time the people are fed up of making kings for the last 65 years. People have been making kings. People have been kingmakers only all this while. Now the people directly want to go and sit in assembly. The people are fed up. The rules of the game of Indian democracy will change now. Indian democracy will no more be so representative in character. It has to some extent become direct democracy.
You've already proven that the common man can go out there and take part in politics. You've got 69 effective candidates now. Rajouri Garden, you said they're not supporting him anymore. Now the fact of the matter is that it depends on how many seats you end up getting. What happens then if you cannot make a sizable dent in these elections? What happens?
It is happening, Siddharth. Now it is happening. It is a theoretical question. It is happening.
But as far as this is not the only election, right? We've got the big elections next year.
So we will sit on 9th December and discuss about it.
Anna Hazare in fact went ahead saying that don't use his name at all. Till now you used to call it the Anna Hazare Jan Lokpal bill.
We will stop. We have removed all the hoardings.
Would you like him to be there? Supposing you do actually get the mandate, and are you going to perhaps pick up the phone and call him?
Of course, I was calling him. I was talking to him in between for a few months. These people stopped putting my calls to him because he doesn't carry a mobile.
You actually have to send Kumar Vishwas to get your message across.
Right, that's true. That is the level of there are too many vested interests who are blocking our system.
You've already lost one candidate, but I'm saying how many seats are you hopeful of?
As I've always said, I think we should get more than 47 seats. कह रहे हैं आपको एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है गवर्नेंस का. क्या होता है एक्सपीरियंस? मान लो लेट्स टेक एन एग्जांपल ऑफ वाटर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन इन दिल्ली. कि आपको वाटर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है तो IIT दिल्ली को तो है. IIMs है हमारे पास, दुनिया के सबसे बेस्ट IITs हैं, बेस्ट IIMs हैं, मैनेजमेंट इंस्टीट्यूट्स हैं, टेक्निकल एक्सपर्ट्स हैं. यू कैन हायर द टेक्निकल एक्सपर्टीज. प्रॉब्लम किस चीज की है? प्रॉब्लम एक्सपीरियंस की नहीं है, प्रॉब्लम एक्सपर्टीज की नहीं है, प्रॉब्लम नीयत की है. इन लोगों की नीयत खराब है. दे विल नेवर हायर गुड पीपल. दे विल ओनली हायर पीपल जो इनको पैसे बना के देंगे. हमारी नीयत साफ है. ये बहुत बेसिक डिफरेंस है. डिफरेंस एक्सपीरियंस का नहीं है. एक्सपीरियंस कौन से? ये लोग पैदा थोड़ी हुए थे एक्सपीरियंस लेके. इनको क्या एक्सपीरियंस है? लूटने का एक्सपीरियंस है.
Arvind, also you talked about deep pockets that the other parties have. You have a budget of 20 crores. It's online wherever you get your donations, but even that's been put under scrutiny.
Who is putting that under scrutiny? Who is putting it? Tell me.
But is it tough fighting against deep pockets like that? Because 20 crores can get done quickly.
गवाह है कि जब पैसे और जुनून के बीच में जंग हुई है, जुनून जीतता है, पैसा हारता है. इस बार भी वही होगा. उनके पास पैसा है, हमारे पास जुनून है.
So Arvind Kejriwal says that he is confident, but the thing is, what many are asking now, and that's our first talking point, will AAP play Kingmaker or not? I want to start that by asking the BJP, do you think that they'll play Kingmaker?
See, we don't believe that. The reason behind is this: after 15 years of their rule, Congress rule, if Congress says in their manifesto, we will construct 20 toilets in per constituency.
But I'm asking about AAP. Okay.
Per constituency.
Yeah.
The kind of development what they are talking about. So, they claim they have a lot of development is failed. There are a lot of youths over there. 10 lakh, more than 10 lakh people are unemployed youths.
Yeah.
Registered unemployed. When we talk about our party, we're talking about our party.
Yes.
Listen, they have to prove themselves a lot. The reason is, people they are still...
But will they, at the end of the day, we know about the AAP party now. We've all been there, the phenom we're all talking about. Do you think that they'll play Kingmaker?
No, they will not become the Kingmaker. They will only the vote cutters basically.
Okay.
That's the
vote cutters.
Yes.
Now how much so, I will of course ask the AAP party first, but the Congress, vote cutters is what the BJP is saying. Will they cut your vote?
I don't think so. You know, if we talk about development in Delhi, the way Delhi has transformed in the last 15 years, we all have witnessed that. And I think Delhi is voting for development, and with development, the way our Delhi government has worked, the way the Congress has worked in Delhi in the last 15 years, everything has transformed, and we have all witnessed it ourselves. It's not that, you know, if we talk about Delhi...
You don't think that the AAP will play Kingmakers?
See, I think the Kingmakers are the ones who are standing around us. People are the ones who are the Kingmakers. We can't just say AAP will be a Kingmaker, because they have a lot to prove, like he said before me. Delhi, if you look at our candidates who've come in, if you look at our Chief Minister, the way she's worked around Delhi, the way she's worked in Delhi, it speaks for itself.
It speaks for itself. They of course saying that they won't. But do you think that in the end, when it comes down to it, will you support the government? Will you be willing to play the role of Kingmaker? Prashant Bhushan?
You see, Delhi is witnessing an unprecedented election this time. For the first time, we have a party in Delhi which offers a alternative of a completely different kind from what the BJP and the Congress have been offering.
Yeah.
For the last 50 years, the people just have a choice between the BJP and the Congress, and they have been alternately bringing the BJP and the Congress and finding the same problems increasing year by year, term by term.
Yeah.
For the first time, the people of Delhi have a choice.
That's right.
For electing a party which is not coming into the electoral fray for power. We were forced to come into politics because we had come for an anti-corruption movement. We thought that with enormous popular support to the Lokpal, which is necessary for curbing corruption in this country, the government and parliament would be forced to bring that. But all the major political parties came together to prevent that. And all the time they were taunting us that, look, who are you? We are the elected representatives. You come and defeat us. And ultimately, despite not wanting to get into electoral politics, we were forced to get into it because we thought that now the only way to change the system is to get inside parliament, get inside the Vidhan Sabha, sweep away these corrupted mainstream political parties and bring in place a new party headed by people who have demonstrated unmatched commitment.
And now that the campaign has ended now, do you think you will form, do you think you will be willing to play Kingmaker? No.
No, we have said, Arvind has said, that this is not a question of helping the BJP or the Congress forming the government. Because if we do that,
you don't want to do that.
Betraying the trust of the people.
Well, the people
are not voting for us to support either the BJP or the Congress. They are voting for us for something completely different, completely new.
I know that you want to say something, but I want to get the people over here now. A lot of them have lots to say. Actually, Okay, a lot of them have lots to say about the AAP party. So, our second talking point is what I want to go to them with is that out of all, what do the people think? As the BJP said, you said the people are the kingmakers. So, will AAP damage Congress or BJP votes? When AAP became a phenomena over here, which people are talking about, it started with Delhi, who will they damage more? You wanted to talk about it. Yeah.
I am damn sure that they will hamper the votes for BJP because BJP was more into the scene. And because now AAP has come and
because you thought they had an advantage.
Yeah, but then they have given us a good option. We had, till date, we had a two-party scene in Delhi. And AAP has given us...
excited about that option?
Yes, and I am very, very excited and fingers crossed, hopefully AAP comes into the power.
Okay, I want to ask, do you see things you were leading, so it will damage you most?
First of all, we were in opposition for the last 15 years.
Yes.
It's a lot of helpful things. My dear friend is talking about a lot of development. Where we are standing right now, the Connaught Place, with the heart of Delhi, since 5-6 years we are seeing a whole Connaught Place that digged out.
But
70 crore people.
Respond to the AAP bit first. Do you think AAP is eating your votes?
See, 70%, it's yes. Reason is, the thing is, our voter is what? Urban?
Yes.
Middle class?
Which is the same as theirs.
Which is what they are saying, they're claiming.
Interesting.
What they're claiming right now.
Yeah.
But end of the day, trust me, people knows it. End of the day, they don't want hung
Why
parliament.
are you saying no?
They don't want hung Vidhan Sabha. So that's the reason people are clever enough, they'll get back to us.
Why are you saying no to...
All surveys are showing now, particularly our survey,
Yeah.
shows that we have more support among the poorer sections of society.
You're saying
This is a party
okay.
which is seen to be committed to the cause of the common man.
Really?
We have raised
Okay.
the issues of the common
Yeah,
man.
what's interesting to
Pani,
point out to our
Bijli.
viewers is that Aam Aadmi is something that the Congress was also viewing. So do you think, Prashant Bhushan, you're pointing out that they're also going to eat into the poorer votes?
First of all, I
Because
like to...
inflation has been a big issue that you've raised.
See, I like to correct some facts. It's not for the first time that another party or a third party has come into Delhi. There have been instances in the past. BSP is standing about 70 candidates in Delhi. NCP has been getting the candidates. It's not that for the first time
But
there's a
they're
triangular fight.
completely different, Abhishek,
I'll finish.
wouldn't you say?
So it's not that. See, AAP has come into the political system. We welcome that, and that's the best way of democracy. You come into the system, you fight for your way out, and you come from the government. But that's at a very, very later stage.
Okay.
When we talk about Delhi today, I don't see any reason why against development. If someone has to vote, you vote for the Congress.
Okay. Okay, so I think, the thing to ask is why you heard people, the crowd over here clapping when Arvind Kejriwal is talked about, and I wanted to ask them about that with our third talking point, that what has Arvind Kejriwal achieved? Yes, we can talk about price rise and all the issues here in Delhi, but it's also important to talk about Arvind Kejriwal. How has he changed, and has he changed, that's a third talking point of course, has Arvind Kejriwal completely changed the dynamics of election? Has he changed the thing? You wanted to talk about him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you want to talk about Arvind Kejriwal? No. No, you don't want to talk about him. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I think he is now completely changing the game.
How?
I can say that firstly he has one most positive point, that he has been from the shadow of Mr. Anna Hazare, and all the voters value him very much.
Yeah.
So it is the main reason that why people are going and trusting him.
Because of Anna.
Yes.
But Anna has also,
But he's been from the shadow of Anna Hazare, and
Okay.
he's been early his teammate, and sir also been early his teammate. This is the first point.
Okay.
And second point is that how can we vote for BJP that their CM candidates are being confined with the legal charges?
Okay.
And how can we
Okay.
vote Congress that they are not, they are talking about development. What development we have got?
Okay, so you find problems with all. What did you like about Arvind Kejriwal?
Arvind Kejriwal is very good, and
Sorry, go ahead.
I have to go BJP.
You have to go for BJP though.
Yeah. Yes, BJP.
Okay, why is that? Why?
Because BJP is very good party.
Yeah, very good. Okay.
Ma'am, I have to ask Mr. Bhushan sir, what is your manifesto, ma'am?
Main
about
manifesto?
election? Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Why? Because you don't feel it's very clear.
Yes,
is it?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I want to ask.
You don't want. Okay.
You see, manifesto has many things. I'll tell you the few main things. Firstly, we are committed to bringing about a Jan Lokpal bill for Delhi and a law for Delhi, which will create an independent agency for investigating and prosecuting the corrupt. Second, we will bring about something very radical, which is decentralization of power and direct democracy. We'll divide every ward into 10-15 mohallas. All the people of the mohalla will sit together and decide how the funds for that mohalla need to be spent, what needs to be done. All the local officials would be placed under the...
Mr. Bhushan, some people find the AAP party, they obviously there are lots of fans, they find it a bit too idealistic. How would you respond to that?
See, idealism is essential in today's cynicism in this country. When people say, you don't have any experience, we say, yes, we don't have the kind of experience that the Congress and the BJP do, that is of cheating and looting this country. And we don't want that kind of experience.
It was we in the Uttarakhand who introduced that bill. It was Mr. Prashant Bhushan and his team who supported that. Yes, the best local bill has been introduced. It was BJP who started it. Secondly, my dear friend, he is a very senior lawyer. Don't he do the promise that they have made? 70% of the promise has to be cleared from the center till central government of their party is not there. They cannot do this. He himself knows it. So why they are making fool of the people?
Okay, interesting point. Okay, I'll come.
One second. There are certain facts that I would like to get them forward.
Yeah.
When they talk about mohalla, Delhi government itself has got schemes like My Delhi I Care.
Yeah.
If you talk about My Delhi I Care, Delhi government is already doing it where RWs can get together and they go to the local DC and they can raise issues at their own level.
Yeah.
Even during our interaction where, we elected representatives are concerned.
Yeah.
We have a regular interaction with the RWs. In fact, Delhi government or the Congress party was the first one to get the Bhagidari system. The whole idea of making a Bhagidari system was to involve a common man in decision making.
Yeah.
And mohalla and Bhagidari, if you talk about Bhagidari,
what are you attacking them most on?
We are attacking them most on corruption because corruption.
But there's no really corruption charge against Sheila Dikshit.
What do you mean it's not proved?
But
recently, Commonwealth Games scam, Shunglu Committee report. Not only that, see the recent FIR lodged by the CBI on this whole water contracts, etc.
Right, but that's
she is in charge. That's all right. But this is prima facie evidence when the investigating agencies are under their control. What else do you expect?
My only question to...
CBI closing down a lot of those CWG games cases also.
Obviously, when the investigating agencies are controlled by that's why we need the local
Shunglu Committee was formed by Prime Minister of India. Their own party's Prime Minister. Shunglu Committee clearly said, it's a clear, very huge cases of our pending corruption. So what they're talking about?
I think,
Once you finish, I would, as
an individual, you want to ask a question, and I think maybe we want to get people in the last minute is to ask them basically you've heard all the problems, and of course there are so many issues, but the basic question which comes down to it is, after 15 years, and that's the last talking point as well, 15 years of Congress rule here in Delhi, Sheila Dikshit. Now, does Delhi want change? That's what we are asking. Sir, you wanted to ask a question. Go ahead.
Delhi wants a complete change.
Why is that? What do you want to change?
So much corruption, so much of price increase.
All
are gimmicks by Congress or BJP. People. Let Aam Aadmi come. I've been a Congress for last 40 years. I voted for BJP also. But now I see a change is essential. Both have proved themselves.
All of you think it's essential?
No discussion. 100% what I did, what Uttarakhand did, what this, all rubbish.
Okay, quick question,
Idealism is the flavor of the month. And
so
we need to get it done. We need to get into it.
Well, what do you say to that, Abhishek? Because
my point is,
we will completely out of time.
No, what I was saying earlier is, not offending you, but Aam Aadmi comes out with allegations and they finally decide on their own and they give the judgment.
Abhishek, for the Congress, isn't it bad that most of the people want change?
See, you must understand, this is the best thing about democracy in our country, that whatever you feel, you express that through a vote, and that is why these elections are meant. And where Delhi is concerned, the kind of work our Chief Minister has done, the kind of work Delhi has transformed, I don't think there's any other reason for them to...
Okay, well, you said your piece. I want to thank my guests, Abhishek Dutt, Prashant Bhushan, and of course Harish Khurana, from here in Connaught Place, which of course signifies some of those problems which people have been talking about. It's a beautiful place, as you can see, it's lit up so nicely here this winter evening, but there are problems, there is still digging around, and it's been going on for years right now, and that's one of the things that people point out. Of course, people will be voting on that issue on Wednesday. Which way will they go? Will they go with the Congress, with AAP, or with the BJP? We'll get to know on the 8th. That's the last of Agenda on the Road. We'll of course be back with elections and the counting coverage of the results. So stay with us. Agenda will be back on Monday. Thanks for watching. Thank you.